comedy show. Chief Judge, Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, it's my honor to be here tonight to talk to you guys about the joys of parenthood. Before I talk to you guys about the joys of parenthood and my experience with my 1 and 5-year-old, I'd like to go back 10 years, like Michelle did with her story 10 years ago, not being able to speak in front of a crowd. 10 years ago, I was in my last year of college, and I was a member of Costco. I'm still a member of Costco. And Sunday was Sunday Fun Day for me and my buddies. So we'd go to Costco, and each one of us would load up 2 cases of beer. And we'd make our way to the front, and this is all we needed for Sunday Fun Day, was 2 cases of beer per person. Fast forward 10 years. This past Sunday, I was at Costco. My hands were full once again. I had a box of diapers, a box of wipes, and 3 vitamin D organic milks. So, as you all can tell, life has changed for me a little bit. And it's changed a lot of ways for the positive. And I've got a plethora of experiences that I can share with you tonight. I'm just going to share a few about the joys of parenthood and the different things that I've experienced, and I'm sure a lot of you can relate to. And the first thing I wanted to discuss was kids these days. And I had this conversation with folks about kids these days, all their technology, and how they're in front of their phones and their iPads and their TVs and whatnot. And so I was having a conversation with somebody who was saying how this is such a distraction, and kids nowadays, how are they going to cope? How are they going to adapt? And I thought back to when I was a kid, and we were in front of Nintendo and the TV and all the same distractions. Now they're just smaller. So, interesting story about technology and kids these days. My son thinks that everything's a video game. And we were swimming a couple weeks ago at my grandmother's house, and after he jumps in and gets a ring, he goes, "Okay, Daddy, level 2. And so we've got to get level 2. After he passes level 2, "Okay, Daddy, level 3. And when he gets to level 8, he wants to know where the boss is at, because he's played Mario with his mom. And so he wants to know where the big boss is at on level 8. And so he beats the big boss, and as I'm telling him, "Congratulations, you beat level 8, you did it." He goes, "Hold on, Daddy, they're still counting my coins." in his brain, life's a video game, and they're counting his coins. So it's really a joy for a parent to be able to experience the good nature of the children and live life like it's one big game. And folks talk about parenthood, and they talk about being prepared, and parenthood is kind of like this speech. You just wing it. I like to relate, where was I at here? So much fun stuff, and I've lost my train of thought here. Bedtime rituals with the kids is quite a task, and I've learned that kids, even as young as 5 years old, are very smart and very manipulative. I take bedtime and I relate it to hostage negotiations. Because I tell my 5-year-old, "All right, buddy, you're in school now. It's time for bed because you've got school in the morning." And we get ready, we've had dinner, we've had bath, we're ready to settle down and go to bed. But first I know it comes every time, because we tell them, "Okay, buddy, you've had your snack, everything's ready, it's time to lay down, we're going to read a book, you can watch one cartoon, then it's bedtime." And that's the negotiation. After the book, after the cartoon, "All right, buddy, lights are out, it's time for bed." Daddy, it's really important. My tummy hurts, I gotta go potty." "Okay, what can you do? Let the kid go to the bathroom." "All right, Ryan, get in bed, you've got school tomorrow." And he knows not to come out of his room. If you come out of your room, son, you're going to be in big trouble. You're not going to get to do all the fun stuff that we have planned for you tomorrow. So he knows not to come out of his room. So he comes right to the door. "Daddy, it's real important. It's real important." "I'm so thirsty, Daddy." And this isn't just Daddy, this is Mommy, whoever he can get to appease his concerns. And so when it comes to something like that, I say, he's fine. Go to bed, Ryan. But my wife, of course, she's a woman. She worries about her little boy that he's going to die of thirst. So he gets his water, and he gets back in bed, lights out. Okay, Ryan, you've got school in the morning. It's time to go to bed. And no more discussion. Go to bed. You're not going to get to do any fun stuff tomorrow unless you go to bed. Mommy, Mommy, Daddy, Daddy, it's very important. And he's got something new. He's got that his nose is running and he needs a tissue. My nose is running, I need a tissue, I need a tissue. And he's quite the actor when he needs it. So this goes on, and finally, the negotiations have come to an end, and me and my wife are taking turns trying to get him in bed. And I think what I'm going to use tonight, if I get home and he's still up, is if the first couple times don't work, I'm just going to tell him, Ryan, I've got to go. It's almost time for the 10 o'clock news.